Hello, this is Michael G. Nastos reporting for WDEE TV Headline News on this Thursday, September 18th, 2014, coming to you from the WDEE TV studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan, downtown. We have top 5 stories today, and our top story comes from the Heritage West news chain and writer Nicole Seguin. Ann Arbor has topped WalletHub's list of the most educated cities in America. WalletHub is a personal finance social network ranking cities based on 9 metrics: percentages of adults aged 25 and older with a high school diploma or higher, percentage of adults aged 25 or older with some college experience or an associate's degree or higher, percentage of adults aged 25 and older with a graduate or professional degree or higher, the number of doctorates per capita, the percentage of workers with jobs in computer engineering and science fields, public school ranking, average quality of universities, and the number of students enrolled in the top 200 universities per capita, all numbers pulled from the U.S. Census Bureau, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, greatschools.org, and the U.S. News and World Report. WalletHub analyzed the 150 largest metropolitan statistical areas in the U.S. and gave Ann Arbor an education level rank of number 1 and a quality of education rank of number 2. The city ranked 3rd in the highest percentage of high school diploma holders, 1st in the highest percentage of college experienced adults or associate degree holders, 1st in the highest percentage of bachelor's degree holders, 1st in the highest percentage of graduate or professional degree holders, 4th in the highest number of doctorates per capita, and 3rd in the highest percentage of workers with computer engineering and science jobs. More on this story, if it's possible, can be found on our local news feed link on our website at WDEETV.com. Coming up next, Ypsilanti approves an I-94 non-motorized crossing concept. Stay tuned.
At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free.
Michael G. Nast is back for WDEE TV Headline News, coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And of our top 5 stories today, this is story number 2, coming from the Ypsilanti Courier and writer Crystal Elliott. On Tuesday, the Ypsilanti City Council discussed an idea for a non-motorized crossing above I-94. Following several years of research and community input, the Washtenaw County Transportation Study came up with 5 options for a non-motorized crossing over I-94 connecting Huron and Whitaker roads. Of the 5 options, one was recommended as preferred due to its low cost and compliance with MDOT standards. With an approved recommendation in place, the project can now move into the engineering phase, and MDOT can apply for a TAP grant to complete the project. The grant would allow MDOT to finance the crossing in conjunction with a resurfacing project being planned for the bridge in 2016. The prevailing opinion includes 2 bike lanes and a pedestrian path in the middle of north and southbound traffic protected by a hard barrier. Councilmember Dan Vogt expressed some concern that the barrier would have to be hard enough to repel a vehicle should a car crash into it. If people don't feel safe, he said, they're not going to use it and it's going to fail its purpose. City Planner Teresa Gelati said that pedestrians and bikers already using the existing median to cross the bridge because it's safer than the sides where traffic is entering and exiting the highway. More on this story can be found in our local news feeds link on our website at WDEETV.com. Coming up next, our 3rd story about several Washtenaw high schools among the best in the country. Welcome back to WDEE TV Headline News, coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan, our top 5 stories for the day, and thanks to my producer, Tony D. Our next story comes from Heritage West, again, writer Nicole Seguin. A couple of Washtenaw County schools made Newsweek's list of best high schools in America. Washtenaw Technical Middle College, Community High School, Saline High School, Chelsea High School, and Huron High School all made the list. To get the rankings, Newsweek partnered with WebStat and took schools performing at or above the 80th percentile in each state and created a college readiness score that took into account enrollment rate, graduation rate, weighted advanced placement international baccalaureate composite, weighted SAT-ACT composite, counselor to student ratio, and the change in student enrollment between 9th and 12th grade according to an MLive report. Washtenaw Technical Middle College ranked 7th, Community High School 13th, Saline High School ranked 289th, and Chelsea High School rated 332nd. A total of 24 Michigan high schools made this list. More on this story can be found in our local news feeds link on our website at WDEETV.com online. Coming up next, most Dexter students are not using alcohol, tobacco, or drugs.
At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free.
Here's our 4th story on WDEE TV Headline News for this Thursday, September 18th, 2014, coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and our 4th story comes from the Dexter leader and writer Jim Pruitt. The majority of kids in Dexter schools are not involved with narcotics, tobacco, and alcohol. That's the message the SRSLY Dexter organization will be promoting to parents and the community overall after a Department of Education survey of the students was presented to the Board of Education September 15th. The results point to a lot of positives, and the group will use those results in its outreach efforts in the district. SRSLY Dexter coordinator Stephanie Jakes brought 2 interns, Drake Ryder and Gianna Eisel, to the school board meeting Monday night to review the survey's findings. The survey asked 7th, 9th, and 11th graders questions about usage and exposure to alcohol, marijuana, tobacco, and other narcotics. The results showed Jakes that alcohol and marijuana still play a significant role in local teen life, but that the harder drugs are not a factor in Dexter. The group will be working to get parents and other adults involved to help kids get away from substance abuse, she said. We will help in any way possible, she added. Among the findings, recent and lifetime use of alcohol is lower among Dexter high school students at 30% than their peers in the county, 35%, or the state, 60%. However, about 17% of 9th graders reported having consumed alcohol compared to 48% of 11th graders. More on this story can be found on our local news feeds link on the website at WDEETV.com. And coming up next, our 5th story involving Saline, discussing a marketing brand for the city itself. Welcome back. Our final of the top 5 stories on tap for WDEE TV Headline News coming to you from our studios in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And our final story comes from the Saline reporter and writer Ben Baird. Gen Motion Marketing has been involved in a wide variety of research to see what could work out well as a brand for Saline. Jennifer Weaver, owner and president of Saline-based Gen Motion Marketing LLC, said they have been working with creative partners to come up with concepts, testing concepts with focus groups that include stakeholders from around the community, and polling different people to see what they like. The goal is to narrow it down to one concept everyone feels comfortable with. She said the process has been very successful. Currently, she also added they are crunching the numbers and coming up with a final concept. She added the goal is to have a final decision on a brand by the end of this month. A Saline CTAP Branding Initiative Community Focus Group session was held September 11th at the Saline District Library. They were able to have a production discussion. Weaver said 4 main concepts were discussed at the meeting, 2 of which she believes are strong contenders for a final concept. More on this story, Branding Saline, can be found on our local news feeds link on our website at WDEETV.com. And coming up next, the WDEE TV Music and Sports Report.
At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free. Morgan Taylor is located at 133 West Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti. Clothing and accessories for men, women, and children at Morgan Taylor. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 734-221-0296. Ask about layaways and in-store financing. At Morgan Taylor, buy 2 suits, get a 3rd suit free.
Welcome back to our final segment here on the WDEE TV Headline News for today, and we have WDEETV.com Music News. Here is the story of a local guy making good music. Guitarist Jimmy McIntosh was born in Brazil but grew up in Temperance, Michigan, loving jazz and blues. He played French horn on an instrument given to him by a family friend, Duke Ellington. Upon hearing the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, he picked up a guitar. He studied jazz in Toledo with John Justice and was a friend of Scott Henderson, who's played his share of fusion music. Initially going to Berkeley and Boston, McIntosh then went to the University of Michigan, getting his degree in music arts. Since 1981, he's played shows in Las Vegas and put out a CD in 2006, New Orleans to London, but he's recently issued his second recorded effort, right here, Jimmy McIntosh and for the Arizona Club label. Showing flashes of Duane Allman or perhaps Robin Ford, McIntosh straddles the line between jazz and blues and has some heavyweights on the CD. X-Faces, Jeff Beck bassist, and longtime Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood, and contemporary jazz icons John Scofield and Mike Stern, along with keyboardist Ivan Neville from the Neville Brothers. While not groundbreaking, the 56-year-old McIntosh shows considerable chops as he goes a little side by side, or in some cases deferring to his idols. If you like both styles of American music, check this one out and discover, maybe for the first time, Jimmy McIntosh. In WDEE TV Headline Sports, for the first 2 games, EMU quarterback Reggie Bell Jr. beat out sophomore Brogan Roback and LSU transfer Rob Bolden, but he will not be the starter and has not been taking first-team reps as the Eagles prepare for Michigan State this Saturday in their 4th game after a loss to Old Dominion. It will be the 10th time the EMU football team has faced the Spartans. As of our deadline today, no starting quarterback has been named for the Eagles. MSU coach Mark D'Antonio stated he would not run up the score against EMU, but that remains to be seen for what appears to be a mismatch. The game will be played in East Lansing. Speaking of college football, look for my interview with Ken McGee, who co-authored the book Little Brown Jug, the Michigan-Minnesota Rivalry, coming to WDEETV.com soon. Matt Shoemaker, the former EMU pitcher, continues to make headline news. Monday night, he helped the LA Angels, his team, win at least a playoff berth. Last evening, the Angels took the American League West Championship. Unfortunately, there's uncertainty surrounding the left rib cage injury that took Shoemaker out of that playoff clinching game. It's of great concern to an Angels club, particularly vulnerable with its starting rotation, which has already lost Garrett Richards and Tyler Skaggs for the season. Shoemaker hopefully will go for his 17th win this weekend versus the Texas Rangers in Anaheim, California. Finally, 3 Detroit Pistons made the top 100 NBA stars list for 2015, named by Sports Illustrated. Center Andre Drummond, fresh off of being on the FIBA World Cup basketball team, ranks number 37th, while forward Josh Smith made the list at number 53, and big man Greg Monroe was at 68. Question is, can they win with this combination of good players? And that's WDEE.com headline news for Thursday, September 18th, 2014. I'm Michael G. Nastos reporting. So long, everybody. See you tomorrow.